Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're all having a lovely day. I hope you had a nice week so far and you're excited for a brand new speed build. So again, I do apologise. I've been very sparse with my uploads lately. The last 2-3 weeks have just been quite challenging, so I do apologise that I haven't been here as often. I do try to upload every single day, but it just hasn't really been possible lately, so I do apologise, but I hope that you're excited to be here today, and I'm excited you are. So anywho, we are building for my save file today. We are working on an apartment in San Myshuno, which does come with the City Living expansion pack, and we are building for a teen mom and 2 under 2. So I did do something a little bit similar about 3 weeks ago, and you guys seem to really like it. I really enjoyed making it, so I went with the same sort of theme for today's build, and I really like how it turned out, so I do hope you guys like it again. I really like this colour scheme. I think it just, I don't know why, but primary colours just work really well in The Sims. I don't know why, it just always has. It gives me like classic suburban style vibe. I just really like it. And this particular kit, which I am obsessed with, I love the sofas and the chairs and just everything. I just think this whole kit is just adorable, and the colour scheme and just everything about it is just perfect in my opinion. So it works well with my love for primary colours in the game, so I just try to use it as much as possible. And I love that we've got little cushions on here. I really wish this flower cushion was an actual item as opposed to just attached to the sofa, but maybe one day we'll get that, but for now we do not, so we'll just stick with the sofa. But yeah, so a little bit of the backstory is that the teen mom, she is Miss Entrepreneur. She has her own little business. I think she does like fashion stuff and nails, and she's very girly, classical, like that kind of thing, you know. So she has her own little business, and she moved to the city with her 2 daughters. She's got 2 infant daughters, they're twins, and they're around like 5-6 months old. So she did stay at home. I think perhaps she lived in like what's it called, Mount Komorebi for a while. I was kind of imagining that perhaps she lived in the snow, and then she did move to the city because she wanted to expand her business, because obviously living somewhere like that, having a business in fashion and nails and that kind of thing isn't exactly going to do very well. So it was all based on location. So she did decide to relocate with her 2 little ones, and now she lives in San Myshuno. And this apartment's honestly really cute. I think her parents are quite well off, so they don't necessarily fully support her because she does have her own business as well, but they have helped her a lot. And obviously having this apartment as a young lady is quite difficult to maintain by herself, so her parents do help her out. I was kind of imagining that perhaps she was like 19, so she wasn't like really young, but you know, still young to live alone with 2 little kids. I think the dad is still like in the picture. I just don't think he lives with them. I think because she wanted to like restart her life over in a different place, he still lives in Mount Komorebi, so they're still in each other's lives. He still sees his children, he still comes to visit, but currently she does live by herself with her children. So yes, that's a little bit of the story, but I do think her family are quite well off, so she has had a lot of help. That's how she lives in such a snazzy apartment, and it's very much furnished and really nice. I should definitely do like a rundown apartment though, to be honest, because I haven't done one of those in a long time, and I really enjoy making them. I always use a lot of debug items because I've got a lot of like trash bags and like bin bags. I don't know why I call them trash bags when I'm British, but I'm so like equipped to Sims language now that I'm just so used to saying the American versions of stuff. But yeah, so I just really like using debug because they've got a lot of bin bags, they've got a lot of like rubbish, as in empty like takeaway containers they've got, which I think is really cool because, you know, it just adds an extra element of realism, if you will. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for the main living space. This is a very tight squeeze, so as you can see I didn't include any usable items on the far right because I wasn't sure whether you could access it. So I did put the oven and the fridge and the sink and the microwave on the left, so you can still access them, but I'm not sure whether that right side is playable, so I will have to play test it before I upload it, but that's fine. So moving it swiftly forward, we're now working on the teenager's room. This is the mum's room. As you can see, her bed isn't exactly the most glamorous, but I really like this colour swatch, so I did decide to choose this bed because I just really like it. So I wish there was like an upgraded version of this, because this is from Lovestruck. It's a little bit of like I like to think of it as like a tarty bed, you know, like a brothel kind of vibe. But yeah, obviously that's not what she is, but that's what I think it's possibly inspired from, kind of a bit like rundown, kind of like sleeping on the sofa kind of vibe, even though it's not a sofa. I hope you understand what I mean, but just, I don't know, not very upper class. But you know, she tried to make it a little bit nice by putting a sofa as like a headboard, and I just think it's quite cute. It is totally playable if you guys do want to know, if you've never done it before. I do apologise if you can hear the loud traffic. I don't know why it's so noisy today. I can't even blame the fact that it's sunny, but it is very humid, so maybe that's why. But anywho, we're now just decorating the mum's room. I decided to put in these like I don't know what they're actually called. They're not chalkboards, but like pin boards or whatever they're called, as decoration, because I thought they looked quite cute and kind of like funky and quite teen vibes, so I did include those. I didn't want to do like too much in this room because I wanted it to feel quite minimalistic. I didn't want to go over the top, but I mean, let's be real, it still went over the top. And then we move on to the little girl's room. So this is the twins' room. They are 5-6 months old, like I said, and they are really cute. They are a handful though for the mum, and I was kind of imagining that perhaps the mum was running her own business and maybe she does like little side tasks to earn some extra cash, you know, like you get those like small one-off businesses where you can like go and clean up something or deliver a meal or something. I think she does those kind of things as well, just to keep up with the rent. Like I said, I do think her parents do help her out as well, just to, you know, keep her stable, but I think that she is trying to do her best to make her own life without needing support of her parents. But you know, life's really difficult and really expensive, so she has to rely on them to quite a big extent for the time being. But you know, she'll get there in the end. Everything's a journey. Anyone else find prices of everything ridiculous? Honestly, like a weekly shop is just like astonishing now, and I don't even eat that much. I'm so fussy. I say I don't eat much. I'm very fussy, so everything I eat is very particular, and I'm a vegetarian, and all of my vegetarian, like, chicken, like, you know, fake chicken is so much more expensive than actual chicken, which I think is wrong, but there we are. So yeah, everything's just so expensive, and it's really just insane as a 25-year-old trying to function. So yes, I know that you guys will probably understand. I know a lot of my friends feel the same, and you know, everyone I talk to is like, it's ridiculous how expensive everything is in comparison to a couple of years ago. So let's hope that at some point it's more functional and more doable to, you know, be a human without having to really struggle. But yeah, anywho, I am going to end the voiceover because we're coming up to the end of the video, so I really appreciate all of your love and support. I hope you guys are enjoying my content. I do apologise, like I said, it is a little bit few and far between the last couple of weeks, which I do apologise for. If you guys did see, I did also get a limited edition clapperboard, one of those things like lights, camera, action, you snap it, in case you don't know what it is. I didn't know what it was before, to be fair. One of those, and that is a gift off YouTube that I had this week, and it came in the mail. My first ever physical gift off YouTube, so a big thank you to YouTube. Obviously I don't make physical videos of like me in them. I just want to say a big thank you to YouTube for that clapperboard, because I love it and it's so cool to get a gift off you guys. But anywho, with that being said, I am going to end the voiceover. So like always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share it with a friend, turn on the notification bell. It really helps out my channel, help me reach 10,000 subscribers. We're so close, and I will see you guys next time for a brand new speed build. Thanks for watching. Bye my lovelies.